Tongue Travel Production. Baby, make if you want to, 'cause you're safe with me, so just stay with me. Oh, every day is like a holiday. Sleeping if you want, sit, relax, unwind and kick back. Yet I noticed.
Hi, and welcome to the Women of Indy talk show. I'm your host and producer, Denise Hill, and this is our first segment in 2018. And I'm here with my co-host,
Jetta Barnes. I'm in the house. Happy New Year's!
And I'm Lisa Madewell. Welcome.
and I am so glad to be going into 2018 with these ladies. I feel so good about 2018.
Yes.
There's going to be so many opportunities for me, for us, to do a lot of things. What's going on with you guys in 2018? Do you have any plans already?
Well, I got a lot of things going on. First of all, for the ones who don't know me, I'm Jada with Jada's ENT. I got a lot of hats.
Yes.
Roles to fill. I'm a manager for Dion Records. I'm also a PA for Tragic and Blue Money Records, and working with Denise, and I just got a lot of things going on, but I'm excited about 2018.
And what about you, Lisa?
Well, we just launched our Facebook page for our Vegan Soul Cookbook.
Okay.
A Vegan Soul Cooking Show, I should say. We will be filming next Saturday,
Okay.
January
I need to watch
27th, 2 episodes on the west side of Indianapolis. And so I'm excited about that. Our hostess will be Suzette, and she will be cooking vegan dishes, and we'll have an audience that comes in and tries all the delicious recipes, and we'll also feature artists. So if you're an artist and you would like to have your work featured on our cooking show, we're going to kind of post it up behind our audience and to give people an opportunity to not only know who you are, but to purchase your work.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I've gotten so much stuff going on. I just took over leadership for the Indiana Film Networking for the Noblesville chapter. I'm working on a short film. I'm writing scripts. I'm doing the Men of Indy talk show. I'm still doing my radio show. So I have so much going on, and I have so many opportunities that have come to me this year so far, and I'm so excited. So just glad to be in 2018. It looks like it's going to be a promising year for us, especially the women.
Yes, especially the women, yes.
So today on our show, we're actually going to talk about infidelity. We're going to talk about the signs. So if you are going through this, or you think that your mate may be cheating, whether you're a man or a woman, I would suggest that you pull up a chair and just tune in. Okay, ladies, when you think about infidelity, what do you think about? I've done some research, and there's the physical side, and then there's the emotional side. When I think of infidelity, I think about the cheating. I don't think about the emotional side. What do you guys think?
I basically think about, is he having a physical relationship with another woman, and hopefully the guy's not a man. But I'm just saying, to me, that's the ultimate. I guess mentally, I don't, because I'm not a hater. You can talk to anybody you want to talk to.
Okay.
That to me is not cheating. Men watching pornos, that's not cheating to me.
Okay.
Because in my eyes, if a man wants to, if that satisfy him, because sometimes I don't feel like doing it. You ladies who's my age understand what I'm saying, but if that satisfy him, it's okay for me. For me.
Okay.
I don't get all, my panties in a bunch because he went to the strip club.
Okay.
Because to me, the strip club is a fantasy.
Okay.
Just like when I go to the male review. It's a fantasy. We just having fun. But I don't feel like I crossed the line.
Right.
But that's for me.
Right.
But so, as long as he ain't putting his in, we good.
You're right. What about you, Lisa?
Well, you have to think of the male mind. The male mind is all about fantasy and the actual act. Once it becomes mental, that's when you're really in trouble.
Right.
Once it becomes more of an emotional connection.
They don't get emotional.
That's when they do.
When
it becomes that they are getting feelings, as they say, for the one on the outside. So that's where you really have a chance of no coming back from that.
Well, guess what? He was going anyway.
Well, any of that, they anyway.
Because I look at what I've been through. But when a man loves you, talking to another woman, maybe having dinner with another woman, if that's all it takes, guess what? He was leaving anyway.
Okay. Well, let's just talk about the emotional side first. Mm-hmm. Okay. The emotional side begins with thinking and saying that you're just friends with the opposite sex. It says if you've been thinking or saying that we're just friends, think again. It's a member of the opposite sex. You may be swimming in treacherous water.
You may be, but at the end of the day, I have had men, and that's all we want.
Well, I've had a male friend, right. And we were the best of friends. People thought there was more, but he was more like a cousin to me. Yeah. So that is possible, but I think what they're talking about is if you're actually attracted to that person.
So then that's not... So it was already something there because you was already attracted to them.
Or maybe you guys became friends and maybe you wasn't attracted to each other. Initially. But somehow.
Well, I'm like this.
They always say that though, when there's a male-female friendship, one or the other wants it to be more. But they will settle for what they can get.
They won't let you know.
Right, not
unless they feel that you feel that same way. Because I think that the male friend that I had, I think he may have been attracted to me. Right. But he knew I was not attracted to him. So he didn't come at me like that.
Exactly.
It may be true.
Yeah. Okay.
But if that's the case, we all are in a hell of a lot of trouble. Because, anybody
talking about fidelity, there are a lot of people in a lot of trouble.
Right, exactly. And then another part of the emotional is like treating them as a confidant, sharing intimate issues. Yeah. Sharing thoughts, deepest concerns, hopes and fears, passions and problems is what deepens the intimacy.
Right. When they should be talking to that about
right, and there's a lot of people that do that.
Significant others, they're talking to other people, and that does.
And that's some of the other person's problem. I tell my friends out there, you need to be friends with whoever you lovers with.
Right.
And a lot of times we're not friends.
We just jump in.
We jump in. Right. We in the bed with them. They looking good. I have a friend right now. I ain't gonna say his name because if he sees this, he's gonna be mad. But I tell him all the time, you looking at, she got boo boos and you love that. Right. And so, but what if her boo boos get took off? You know what I'm saying? So you need to be friends. And so when you friends, you can go and talk, but when you're not, and you get this person over here, and then you become a friend, I can see that going the wrong direction. Right. I really can.
Right, right.
So, I guess.
And then another issue is discussing troubling aspects of your marriage and partner. Talking or venting to a person of the opposite sex about your marriage lacks, what your partner lacks, or what you're not getting. A lot of people tend to do that.
And what that person will do is then try to be all that you're saying that person is not.
Right.
And see, that's why I tell me, what you looking for? I ain't gonna tell you. Because if I tell you what I'm looking for, you're gonna pretend.
Right.
And then they do it so long, and you're gonna get caught up. So let's get this straightened out. You keep running your mouth, I'll tell you if you in. I'm too old of a cat to get screwed by a kitten, okay?
Well, another emotional infidelity trait is comparing them verbally and mentally to your partner.
Yeah, that's not a good thing.
You know, when you find the positive and just right things are just right about a friend, and then you're talking a negative about your partner to them and things like that.
That's not good.
And this builds a case for the friend to go against your partner.
Right. Exactly.
And a lot of men will do that.
Yes.
I mean, I'm only saying this because I know men that have done that. You know, you'll make a person hate the person that you're with because you're telling them all these negative things
Right.
about that person. And sometimes when they actually get to know that person, what you told them is not even true. So sometimes you need to not listen to what a person has to say about a person and find out on your own. There's another emotional trait is obsessively thinking of or daydreaming about a person. Because when you do that, you're just building your feelings.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that too.
Yeah. Make them because they have no imperfections, because all you're doing is going by who you think they are.
Yeah, because you find yourself looking forward to seeing that person, and you can't wait to share news or things with that person.
Because that's your friend.
Right. But it's really more than a friend.
That friend.
Maybe, maybe not.
To me, if you have feelings for that person, it's more than just a friend. Because to me, a friend, you don't have that type of feeling for. You know, it's just someone you hang with, someone you're close to, someone you can consider your cousin or brother. I don't have feelings for my cousin or my brother.
Oh, the guy now.
But I'm just saying.
That would be horrible.
That's how.
But see, I have a friend.
Uh-huh.
I don't think of him sexually. Mm-hmm. And I love talking to him. I love to talk. I get excited.
But would you go on a date with him?
Yeah, just hang out. Yeah.
No, not just hanging out. You're going out on a date because you want to be with that person.
Then, once again, then it's not a friend. That's not a friend.
But see, some people get the friend messed up. They get it mixed up with being attracted to someone.
Well, then it is dumb. Because
anytime...
And I got friends I think they handsome or cute or whatever.
That's different. But it's not someone...
Yeah.
A friend, I mean...
I wouldn't go out on a date.
There's a line.
There's a line.
It's a thin line, I guess, because...
A friend, you can have a good time with that person. Y'all can talk about anything. And
everything.
There's no attraction. Nowhere.
Somebody of the opposite sex could
Right.
come and join your festivities. And
you wouldn't get upset about it. Yeah, because me and my friends...
Or you would even introduce them to someone.
Yeah. I'm going to set you up with my friend.
Right.
That's a friend.
I'm going to tell you, I did it with my husband,
but the other is not a friend.
Right.
It's a friend for the time being, but you want it to be more than a friend.
So, at the end of the day, you've been lying to yourself.
Yes.
Because I got a friend, and he talks about other women. He sends me pictures because we don't live in the same state. Mm-hmm. So he sends me pictures. Not that I can't get where he at, but and I've been where he at. But he sent me pictures of what you think about this. You know, is this a real girl or is this a dude? You know, and we just have fun like that.
So have you ever been intimate with him?
No.
Have you ever thought about being intimate?
No.
Do you think he's ever thought about being intimate with you? Has he ever said anything?
Yeah, he would have hit on me. He would have done that.
Okay, so just because you think of him as a friend and you know nothing would ever happen on your part, that doesn't mean he thinks the same way.
Let me put it like this. I might would. I'm gonna change it up because I might would get with him, but I'm not on booze. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I ain't on that. And I know he on bullshit. You know what I mean? That's how he is.
Yeah.
He a
That's how
bullshitter.
when you really friends and you know how they
I
are.
know how he is.
You know,
so
now
he be like, I can't fool with you because you be, because you know I know your game.
Right. But what if he was a nice guy, he wasn't full of it, and he lived in town?
And we were just friends?
Could you become more than just friends? That's what she asked.
I don't know. Well,
see, if you got to think about it,
right.
That's more, a little bit more than a friend. Because I already know, just like me and Wilson. Me and Wilson are friends.
Right.
I think of him as a brother.
Yeah.
There is no way I would get with him. Even if he wasn't married, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Because we just are friends. We don't look at each other like that.
But once again, I get what you're saying, but at the end of the day...
Whether you're gonna do it or not, that still doesn't make it just a friend.
Well,
Intention over opportunity. What's your intent?
Well, then
Your
if
intent
that's
may be
the case-
different than his intent.
Right, but at the end of the day, you still can be just friends. Even though
Yeah, you
he
can.
might say, oh, she's sexy. I mean, I've seen people, I don't know, oh, he's fine.
You can be just friends, but
And I think in all cases.
no, we're talking about infidelity, so that means that he's with someone else. It's just not you both are single. Because it has nothing to do with infidelity. Right. Infidelity means that he is either married, you are either married, or you guys are in a relationship with someone else.
Yeah,
that's what we're
I'm
talking about.
saying
We're not talking about two single people. Because two single people can do whatever the hell they want to do. And ain't nobody can say anything about it.
Nobody gets hurt.
We're talking about infidelity.
Well, what I'm saying is.
So when you were
that
married.
That can happen. Yeah, but when I was married. There was nobody. My husband, and I may be telling a little too much information, but my husband was a very sick man. Very sick. And sexually, we weren't doing all that because he was so sick. Okay. But I never looked at anybody.
Okay. So what you're explaining to us is totally different than what we're talking about. We're not talking about two individuals or just friends or just single people. We're not talking about that. We're talking about married people.
Okay.
Yeah. So you're saying that a married man can be friends with a female that he's attracted to.
I think he can, even though he thinks she's pretty, or if I was single, you would be the woman I want to be with. I think he could.
I just think that's just.
I might be naive, but I really believe
it's dangerous.
I'm not saying it's not dangerous.
On your part, you may not let it go anywhere, but
right.
That's
what it's all about. Is will somebody let it go further?
Right. At the end of the day, that's true. That's the end of the day. Yes. So if you let it go, that's what you wanted to do. Right. I've seen good-looking men, and I would say, "Ooh, if he wasn't married, I get with that." But he's married.
But you're not friends. Are you friends with everybody that you see? Like that?
No, you ain't friends with everybody.
That's what I'm saying. It's all
Once again, y'all trying to make it more than what it is.
No, we're not.
Infidelity is when you take it across the line. When you sitting there lusting over him like that.
If he's married.
If he's married. Or if he's in a relationship. If he's a damn priest and he's married to Jesus. It's at the end of the day, you making it more than what it is. Yeah, you're going to see somebody and maybe they're married and they are your friend. But in your eyesight, they're good looking. You know, but are you going to take it to the next level?
You may not think like that, but he may think like that.
But that's up to you to let him. That's up to you if you don't let him do it.
But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about those thoughts that he may have.
But you can't stop that. And you can't stop that.
I just don't think that's
trouble. So you're going to be sitting women. Ooh, I almost said the wrong word. You're going to be sitting scared in this little box because you're scared because, oh, well, you know, he likes me, but I don't really like him. He can't be my friend. That's naive.
That's not even what we're talking about.
But then I done missed the whole damn boat.
I guess you have missed the whole damn boat.
Because
if I'm married, okay, and I got a male friend, and I was friends with him before we got married, and it was just friendship, then that's fine. But sometimes, just because you don't think that certain way about someone else doesn't mean they don't think that way about you.
Correct. But it's up to you as the individual to let it go too far.
Yes, but sometimes when you in a relationship,
I'm not saying it can't.
And you in a marriage, and your marriage is not working out right, and you start confiding in someone that's a friend, that friend may take advantage of you because of the...
No, you can't take advantage of nobody. That's what the hell you wanted done.
No, you can't, because that person is vulnerable.
You ain't that damn vulnerable.
Some people are.
No, you are an idiot.
Some people are.
You just want to do what you want to do. Let me tell you something. You can rap all you want to me, but Negro, ain't nothing popping up. If you weak-minded, that's why he can get to you like that.
It's easy for you to say that if you ain't been in that situation.
I've been in that situation.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But at the end of the day, You my friend.
But see, everybody is not like you.
Once again, weak-minded people.
Yeah.
Because
So,
you don't,
right.
because you're letting a man,
Right.
you know, take
And there's
you
a
over
lot
there because you
of-
want to be tough.
There's a lot of weak-minded people, and
Well,
these are the things
what we gonna
that
do about it?
These are the things that we're talking about. We're not going to do anything
How
about
we
it.
gonna solve this problem?
But we're here to let people know the different signs. That's what we're supposed to do. Because just like your issues that you had on our other topic, I didn't understand how people suffered like that.
Are you talking about the?
Yes. So we're on the same thing. You don't understand what I'm saying, and I don't understand how you can be in a situation like that. So we're even. So just because we don't understand the issue doesn't mean it's stupid. Doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And it doesn't it doesn't mean a person's weak-minded. Were you a weak-minded person going through what you were going through?
For a minute, yes.
Yeah, but see, a lot of times people.
Because he took me there, and I let him. When I seen the signs, and I don't know how we got on this subject, but when I seen the signs, I should have got the hell up out there.
Yeah.
But I was trying to make it work, and that's the problem. But I mean, if you fall for a dude or a lady,
Right.
it's pretty much that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to.
Yeah, you wanted to probably, but there were things. There's things that kind of made it even go even further.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we're trying to do, is point the signs out. If someone is witnessing these signs, then they may have to check themselves. It's a yellow flag.
Okay,
it's a caution flag. And the next one is pulling out of regular activities with your partner, your family, or your work. Being absorbed with desire to spend more time, more talking, sharing, and being with that person, and it makes you pull back from doing things with your family. You know, I've never known that to happen, but it's possible that happens.
Well, yeah, if you go have a drink after work and you really supposed to be a little Johnny Space
Right.
Ball game, you know, that kind of thing.
You know, but
I gotta work late, so I can't make it to the game.
It's really easy to do, especially, you have to think about it. If you're in a marriage or a relationship and you're really not happy and you meet someone that you're attracted to,
Well,
that can
easy
easy to
But my
happen.
thing is, if you're that unhappy at this late date in my life,
Yeah.
I don't need to wait for my friend, or I thought it was my best friend, to get the hell out of it. At almost 54.
But see, you got wisdom. You know,
Yeah,
think about when you was
true.
that 20-year-old girl
Right.
in a relationship, or
Well, that
30-year-old
30-year-old,
woman
yes.
in a
But
relationship.
I guess I just never
But you
been
can
through
still
it. I just
be
never
in your
been through it.
50
yeah, you can
and
still
still
be
not have any common sense.
Right, that's very true.
You know, you could be
But for me,
naive.
in my 50s,
Yeah.
I've learned that if I'm not happy, there's no need in talking about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Because I'm the type of person now, if I was to get married, and my marriage was not going right, and I met someone, and he was just all that, I'm going to take a step back and see if my marriage can be saved. And if it can't be saved, you know, I'm going to divorce my husband. I may not divorce my husband and be with that person, but I'm going to divorce my husband because I have to be happy. And if that person happens to be my friend and he's still hanging on, whatever happens, happens. But I'm not divorcing my husband to be with another person.
Right.
Because I just wouldn't do that.
Yeah, that usually don't
Because
work out too
that's
well.
what it's like, 'cause 9 times out of 10, that's not going to work out.
The thing of it is, the grass ain't greener on the other side.
Yeah. But you know what?
It look green, it's brown.
They gotta mow their grass too.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen it happen to people, and it seems like sometimes that other person, it worked out perfect with them.
Well, sometimes
It just depends.
Well, especially when you're younger, you don't really know what you want. In a mate.
Exactly, and you may pick the wrong person.
Yeah.
A lot of times,
especially when you're young, because they like you.
yeah,
Oh, he like me.
yeah.
I'm gonna be with
And a
you
lot of
forever.
times we do pick the wrong person
Or
just
he
because.
putting it down good.
Yeah.
Just
He got
because.
money. But you forgot how you was getting that money. Now your ass locked up.
Right.
You ain't got no man. Get out of here.
You know, just because someone comes into our life, it doesn't mean that they're there to stay forever.
Oh.
Mhm.
They could be there just for a season, and sometimes we interpret that to mean, oh, this is the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with, and it's not. So,
Next one.
okay, keeping what you do secret and covering up your trail.
Yeah, now that's some
Secrecy.
bull. Yeah, you wrong for that one.
I know. You doing all
You doing all
that.
that?
Yeah,
That's infidelity. You meet now. You doing the wrong thing.
But you know what? It
covering
says-
up stuff.
But this is what we're talking about. These people haven't actually cheated yet. You know.
Yeah, but you looking to do
Yeah,
something. If you gotta cover it up, you know what I'm saying?
Playbook to cheat.
Come
It
on,
says
man.
secrecy itself is a
That's
warning
got to be
sign.
near the end because
Yeah, it's a warning sign. It creates distance.
It's number 8.
Yeah, number 8 on the list.
shoot, you start doing that.
But you know,
I know it's a bullshit in the
but
game.
secrecy itself is a warning sign. When your mate started keeping secrets, that's a warning sign. It creates a distance, closeness between two people, and at the same time grows the different distance between them and others. Secret can create a special bond.
And it's exciting.
It's very exciting.
So then that's already bad too.
That's real bad.
That's bad.
Now I ain't gonna lie about that, cause I done done some shit. Yeah. What is it, PGs? I can't tell. But that's exciting when you know you doing some dirt. But when you get to that, when you hide
you get
it,
to that
if I can't tell my husband or boyfriend, oh, I'm getting ready to go hook up with, this is one of my best friends, and he's a male, Snooky. And I can't tell you I'm going to hook up with Snooky, but we gotta meet me around the corner. Meet you around the corner.
Snooky doesn't sound too
Yeah,
intimidating.
yeah. Don't worry about Snooky. That won't happen.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever been sneaky. I'm just not a sneaky person.
Oh, no, I ain't.
I just don't.
Well, if you are, you're not supposed to tell.
I mean, I don't think I'm sneaky. I don't think I've ever done, I don't know. Well, then let's go to the next one. Keep a growing list of reasons that justify your behavior.
Yeah.
This involves an addictive pattern of thinking that focus your attention on how unhappy you are, why you're unhappy, and you blame your partner in marriage for all aspects of your unhappiness.
Yeah. He chew with his mouth open. He snore.
Yeah.
He don't
He don't even dress right anymore.
Yeah.
Why you wearing those long, ugly shoes?
Right.
You old. You still put creases in your blue jeans. I like young men.
But you know what? Here's one right here. You know, a person that like starts an argument just so they can leave the house.
Oh yeah.
I can leave you.
Okay.
And go out of town. They ain't got to start no argument.
Okay, number 10 is fantasizing about love or sexual relationship with that person.
Yeah, now there,
That's
you're going to live too
Even
far.
though he has not committed the act,
Once again, but you going,
Thinking
if
about
you
it.
doing that,
it's
more
going
than
to
likely
happen.
it's going to happen. Now, when you get to these things, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I do.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. When I start thinking about him and his boxers, something ain't right. That nigga ain't. He ain't my friend. No, because I ain't seen a friend yet. And I'm thinking about it. Ooh,
Yeah, me either. Number 11, giving or receiving personal gifts from the person.
I don't give a damn what you say. I'm taking them gifts. That's my friend.
See, women like her don't get you in trouble.
Wait. The word was personal gift. So that's
Girl, I want my thongs, yes, with the bra and mat. Mm-hmm.
She ain't right.
And then I'm gonna put it on for him. But you bring them, I'm putting them on. You ain't gonna get to see it. They probably won't want to, my fat behind anyway.
Okay, moving to number 12. Planning to spend time alone together or letting it happen.
Oh yeah.
This is a warning
that's
sign.
the last one. Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah, letting it happen.
That's the last one.
That's bull crap. You know you was gonna do it with him.
Now this was the emotional side. Now this is like more like the they said it's the physical side.
That should be short and sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
When your mate becomes emotional distant. doesn't want to be bothered with you, doesn't want to go anywhere with you or do anything with you. When they become angry, critical, and even at times they become cruel. They're mad because they have to be with you and they want to be with someone else.
Right, exactly.
And just so you know, these signs doesn't mean that your mate is cheating, but it also doesn't mean that he or she is not cheating. These signs are basically flags, a red, yellow flag, caution, to make you pay more attention to your mate if something's not right. If something's not right, I would suggest you sit down, talk to your mate, get counseling, and if that doesn't work, well, you know what to do.
Yeah.
The third one is issue of control. Sometimes people want more space. They get mad because, they feel like you're crowding their space and they want more space.
Well, I get them on that sometimes. Ooh, my ex-husband, girl, he came back. That food, boy, I couldn't even want to go to the bathroom by myself.
Oh my God. That would
I'm
be...
like, don't you got some friends? I don't care if it's a woman. Just go, please.
That's so irritating
This
because
is
I'm
irritating.
the type of person that I need my personal
Right,
space.
right.
I don't need... It's not that I'm going to be doing anything, but I just need my personal space.
My husband knew that when I left, I wasn't doing nothing, but that's just me. My son knows it. When I leave, I'll be back. That's how I am. I go and, it's just how I am. So.
Okay, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we'll finish up the signs of infidelity. So don't go back. Okay, and we're actually on number 4. Pay more attention if your mate starts reporting increase in working hours after work, meetings, business trip, and need to get out of town for prolonged period of times.
And the check stub didn't change.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to need to see an increase on that income, bro.
Yeah, and if you're, and I mean that's normal. If you have someone who goes out of town sometimes, and then they start going more and more often, you need to play detective a little bit.
I ain't gonna play detective. I want to see the check stub. We ain't playing. I need to see it.
I think a lot of times you know when something's not right.
You
Yeah,
do.
but see, sometimes
do.
people just don't.
And you just content in the situation, so you don't question.
Right, he's
So,
bringing
yeah.
home that paycheck to you. You're still being able to do the things that you like to do.
Right.
So
It's comfort.
you're not worried about
You're
it.
content in your situation. People
Right.
don't like change.
Right.
They like to stay the same.
But I'm not that type of person.
No.
If I see feel that something's going wrong, I'm gonna be investigating.
Yeah.
I don't
Once you
keep
start,
investigating.
once you have to start investigating, you already know something's
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah.
You already know you're gonna find something.
But for me,
As old people say, you
But
keep
for
looking,
me-
you gonna find it.
but for me, I need to let you know that I found this out.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the reason why I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
Be prepared to deal with the consequences once you
Right.
start snooping. Because like on all those stupid talk shows where they find out that he got the baby on the side and slept with their mama, and they like, well, we're
But I
going to try
love
to
him.
work it out.
I don't want to mess up my
Yeah.
family.
Right.
You ain't never had no family, damn it. First of all, you probably ain't married. I don't understand that.
This is number 5. I really didn't understand this, but I do have I have something to talk about on this one. Illness of the one who's faithful. When the faithful person goes into the hospital, and then the man brings his mistress to the house.
Oh, girl, I thought to the hospital. I'm like,
I had a friend. She wasn't sick, but she actually went home in another state to visit her family. So her husband told his mistress that she signed herself into a stress center. So he was sending for her to come stay there.
but he knew it was a wife. I mean, she knew it was a wife.
No, well, yeah, she knew.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know how my friend found out about this and came back. Yeah, but that lady was getting ready to come to her house.
Oh, she
Girl,
didn't make
did
it?
ya-
No, she didn't make it.
Oh.
Because for some reason she came back. She found something out.
Yeah.
And she came back home. And
You
that
know
put
that
a
happened
stop
to a
to it.
preacher. You know that happened to a preacher years ago.
What preacher?
I ain't gonna
No,
tell
don't
you
say
his
that.
name.
Okay, well,
But
what happened?
what happened was The wife was cheating on the preacher man. No, the wife was cheating with the preacher.
Oh.
And the husband had went to a family reunion. Oh, it was all over.
And she didn't go?
No, she didn't go. And I guess he kind of felt like something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
And he left the family reunion early.
Oh.
But he didn't tell her.
Did he find her?
Oh yeah, it wasn't good.
Really?
That preacher
would
come
have
up
to
dead.
have such a guilty conscience. If
A lot
you
of
did
people
this,
justify stuff though. They justify it to make it right.
see,
And it didn't get made right for the preacher because he did in the grave. And the poor old wife, I feel bad for her.
they should have charged her.
Right. The
the mistress.
Yes.
mistress, yeah.
No, I don't think
Because if she hadn't have been cheating, this wouldn't have happened.
I don't think she got no time.
See,
And the
this-
husband didn't get no time.
See, this is one
Right.
thing.
He didn't get no time.
This
Moment
is
of
what-
passion.
This is
Yeah.
one thing that people need to realize. You
Yeah,
know,
people can
your
die.
actions can cause someone to die or
Yeah.
get hurt.
Well,
And,
he definitely
but you
died.
know, people just don't care. They don't think about that anymore.
I don't know what she was thinking. I mean, it's all kind of, if you're going to cheat,
I'd rather leave than to
you can
cheat.
go, you can go to a hotel. Why you got to take them home?
You know what?
But that, you know what?
It's cheaper.
Cheaper. That's one, cheap. For two is exciting.
Yeah, it may be exciting, but see, I would be afraid because my luck, something bad would happen
Like
Well,
that.
wait.
behind me
Well,
cheating.
and then with him being a minister to go to a hotel, he risked being seen by his parishioner. To go up to her house in the middle of the night, he only was risked.
I think it was
seen by the
daytime.
husband.
Lord forgive me, Jesus. It was not funny, but yeah.
And so the man that actually shot the minister, no, the man that actually shot the minister, he didn't get any time.
No, I don't
Why?
think he did. Because
It's
he was in
moment of
his
passion.
home, yeah, and he was
They call
in his wife.
like temporary insanity.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. it's
So
called-
don't y'all go out there doing
No,
that
don't
crazy
do
shit.
that. No.
But because if you caught with somebody's now you can't do it for no girlfriend or boyfriend.
But if it's
But
Well, yeah,
husband
you
and wife.
really can.
Okay.
Yeah, if you both live in the house and somebody comes, it's something about passion. It's that because
Well,
in
we-
that moment
we don't need to be
you
telling-
have temporary insanity.
we don't need to be telling people that because
No,
you
don't
know
do that.
what?
Don't go.
There'll be some idiots
Just
out
leave.
here trying
Just
to
say
do that.
no. Just
And
leave.
it may not happen for you. Your ass be
Exactly.
down
You go to jail.
You be in Pendleton talking
Right.
about the
Talking
women
about
are Indy going. I can do it and not get in
I need
trouble.
some
Don't-
commissary.
This is
Women
what
in
we got.
Indy.
We gotta have a what's it called? Some kind of
A GoFundMe.
no. We gotta have a disclosure in here.
Right. Anything that we
things
say,
cannot be held against us in a
Right.
court of law.
anything negative, don't do what we say do. Okay. Number 6 is on the list. Paying extra close attention to their appearance. You know, they start buying new clothes, losing weight, extra pimping, working out at the gym. You know, just doing stuff for their fitness.
Buying a whole bunch of new underwear.
Right. Yes. Paying
What you
just
gonna do with all them drawers?
No, they want to show pretty underwear to the new person.
yeah.
Yeah, especially females.
I ain't even gonna say that. Shut up.
You know,
Shut up.
females. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, you
females. They
That
want
don't
to show.
turn me the hell on.
No, I'm talking about
Ain't
females.
supposed to
Oh, you talking about the
You
fat?
are.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the doctor man. I'm like,
No,
The
well,
females.
they might if they got crusty drawers.
yeah, that'll turn
They
me
don't
off.
want to present those crusty drawers to the new woman. They want,
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't give it to us.
Yeah.
I'll throw your shit away, fooling me.
And then number 7 is having more energy and zeal for life, doing things that they've never done before.
Right, yeah.
Like scuba diving.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go scuba diving.
And you know we
I'm
don't
gonna
do
go
that.
play euchre.
I'm gonna go pet the sharks in the
Yeah,
ocean.
right.
Right.
And then number, it says inappropriate defensive when you ask question. Was number 8 or on our list of signs of infidelity. Then number 9, extra flirtatious with the opposite sex. And then it says one woman reported that it seemed strange the way her husband suddenly greeted other women with a kiss when they were out. Why would you be trying trying to kiss other women.
Well, what kind of kiss was he trying to kiss?
I don't know.
But any kind of kiss, if it was different, it's the fact that it was
You're
like
not on the
something
cheek
different.
or
Now, what if
something.
your
Well, he
husband-
maybe normally didn't do that at all.
Yeah, right.
And all of a sudden he started
Right,
kissing
so
them
all
on
of a
the
sudden he
cheek.
started
Yeah.
kissing every woman
He was just-
that he came
Why
across.
would
Somebody just start kissing someone? I mean, that doesn't even make sense to me.
Well, because
stand out- you making yourself stand out.
Yeah, right. Well, a lot of people do stupid stuff to get caught anyway, but yeah.
Well, that, hell, I just leave. I
Because
ain't
you,
got to
you
get
not
caught.
you player. You the ladies man.
And they ain't even no ladies, man. Probably got to pay every time you get to play. Get off. Boy, you almost made me say something. Pay. See if your husband, his wallet like hers.
Number 10, obsessive need for privateness. When they have to have their privateness, when they're on the computer late at night.
That's what get us.
Yeah, now,
Yeah,
my ex-husband, he got caught doing that
The
shit.
cell phones have made it a whole lot easier for men and women to get busted.
Yeah, my
I think
ex-husband,
before
he
you
was on the
had
phone.
those.
He was
Now
on the phone
you
with
just
some
go through the
chick.
phone.
Right,
They
exactly.
accidentally leave their
Because they're
email
stupid
up.
and don't
Yeah.
erase
Because to
text
be a
messages and
liar,
stuff.
you have to have a good memory. And most people don't have a good memory like that.
Right.
That's why I don't
So I
tell
just
no
want to say
lies.
thank you, ladies, for joining us.
You right there.
Showing up today. I want to thank all the viewers out there for watching us. And I ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you will never miss a segment of the Women of Indy. And I'm asking you to join us February the 11th. We have a special segment that we're going to be doing with the Men of Indy. And since it's going to be the month of Valentine's Day, we're going to talk about relationships. We're actually going to go Facebook Live. You will have the opportunity to call in and give us your feedback, ask questions, and things like that. So make sure you
And I'll be here.
tune in on February the 11th at, I think it's 3 o'clock. So until then, may God bless and have a great day.